Hi guys, what is going on? Today I have another collection showcase video following up of when I went through my complete base set 2. This is the Evolution set, which is a set that I basically like to think of as base set 3. It's the 2016 reprint. They did this for the 20th anniversary of the Pokemon franchise, and this is honestly probably my favorite modern set. So first up, we have the very first card in the set, which is Venusaur EX. And then we have Mega Venusaur EX. And after that, we get into the reprints. So we have Caterpie first up, which is one of the original cards from the base set, as is this one, which is Metapod. We have Weedle. One thing they did change from the original sets is they went by type, like all the modern sets go. So we have Kakuna, whereas in the original sets you would have all the holos first, then the rares, uncommons, commons, trainers, and energies last. So we have Beedrill. Not sure how I feel about that. I mean, it looks really nice having like all the green cards together, all the red cards together, and so on and so forth. So we get into the fire, where we have Charmander, Charmeleon, and then we have the big guns. We have Charizard right here, Charizard Holo. This is a reprint of the Holy Grail. A little bit different to the original. They did change the health and damage stats to more reflect the modern game. The original health of this card would have been 120 and the original attack damage was 100. So basically inflation adjusted stats right there. Next up we have Charizard EX, and then we have Mega Charizard EX. Just going for all the Charizards right now. Then we have Vulpix. We have Ninetales, which is another reprint of the original holographic card back from the original base set. We have another Ninetales, which is Ninetales Break, which is one of these ones that are printed horizontally. Then we have Growlithe. One thing I think they did change, they did change something on this card. So this is Arcanine. Now this was originally an uncommon card. This is actually the first card in the uncommons, but they've changed the rarity to rare, which is just a pretty subtle change, but just something I noticed when I was collecting these. So we have Ponyta, Magma, and then we are into the water types. So we have Blastoise EX first up. Then we have Mega Blastoise EX, Poliwag, Poliwhirl, Poliwrath, which is a holographic reprint of the base set card. We have Slowbro EX, and then Mega Slowbro EX. I really like these Mega Evolution cards with the Japanese text. I thought that was a really cool design. I really like the 6th generation cards because they're a great sort of throwback to almost like the 1st generation, and not just this set. Like a lot of the sets have like a lot of like Kanto and Johto Pokemon like from the 1st and 2nd generation. So next up we have Starmie. We also have Starmie Break, which again is the horizontally printed card. We have Magikarp. Now for some reason, I don't know why, there's no reprint of the Blastoise Holo in here. There's Gyarados. Don't know why they left that one out. It was a really cool card. It would have been really cool to have like the 3 original like reprints like they did with Celebrations. So we have Raikou, which that is a reprint of one of the original Holo cards. We have Magnemite, a Magneton, which is also another reprint of one of the original Holos. We have Voltorb, Electrode, Electabuzz, Zapdos, which is a reprint of the original holographic Zapdos. We have Nidoran, male, and Nidorino. So into the next pile right here, with a reprint, but they changed the type. So we've got Nidoking. Now, back in the day, Poison shared the type coloring with Grass, and now it shares it with Ghost and Psychic. So basically this card has completely changed color in the last 25 years. Originally this card would have actually been green. So there's a little bit of trivia for everyone right there. We have the Break version. We have Nidoking Break. Next up we have Ghastly, which pretty much looks identical to the base set card. Haunter, and no Gengar. This is actually, now I'm thinking about it, that's another one. Although I think Gengar is actually from the Fossil set, so that would actually make sense that it's not in here. So we have Drowsy, Coughing. Again, that's another one that would have originally been green. Mewtwo. Now this is interesting because this was originally, there was a holographic version of this card and they just reprinted the non-holo, which I thought was kind of interesting. We have Mewtwo. And next up, we do have a holographic reprint, which is Mew, but this back in the day was actually a promo card. This was not in the original base set. Super, super cool. There are actually a few reprints of some of the very first promo cards in this set that we'll get to, because most of them at the end, because they're secret rares. So we have Diglett, Dugtrio, Machop, Machoke, Machamp, which is a reprint. Would have been cool if they're the reprints of like the little edition 1 stamp that the first edition Wizards of the Coast cards had. So next up we have Machamp Break, and then we have Onyx, Hitmonchan, which is another reprint. And then we have another card that's changed color. Back in the day, there was no fairy type. This would have been a normal type Pokemon. So we have Clefairy, as holographic, which I believe is actually the only fairy type card in this set. So we have Pidgeot EX, and then we have the Mega version of that same card. We have Rattata, Raticate, Farfetch'd, Doduo, and then we have Chansey, which is a reprint. And I'm pretty sure they didn't change any stats on this one. Apart from the health being printed in black, this is pretty much a perfect replica of the original card. So next up we have Porygon, we have Dragonite EX, and then we're into the trainers. Now, some of these would have come from the original sets, and some of them, like the Spirit Link cards, weren't. So we have Blastoise Spirit Link, Brock's Grit, Charizard Spirit Link, De-Evolution Spray, that's one that's pretty much an exact copy of the original base set card, as are all these. So we have Energy Retrieval, Full Heal, Maintenance, Misty's Determination, Pidgeot Spirit Link, Pokédex, Potion, Professor Oak's Hint, Revive, Slowbro Spirit Link, Super Potion, which is another one of the original ones, Switch, Venusaur Spirit Link, and then we have the energy cards before we get back into the good stuff again. So we have a double colorless energy. I really like the energy cards in this actually, because these are basically a 1-for-1 copy of the original energy cards. So we have fire energy, we have water energy, lightning energy, psychic energy, rock energy, we have a dark energy, metal energy. Dark metal and fairy energies would not have been in the original base set. So we have fairy energy lastly, and then we're into the good stuff. So first up we have Mega Venusaur EX, Mega Charizard EX, and Mega Blastoise EX. So the 3 original starters back together with some more modern art. These are not the most expensive cards in the set. The most expensive card in the set is the Charizard reprint, by quite a bit actually. Mewtwo EX, Pidgeot EX, Mega Pidgeot EX, Dragonite EX, Brock's Grit, which is a full art, Misty's Determination, which is full art, and this is the last card in the regular set, and then you've got the secret rares. So you've got this Japanese Executor, and then we have reprints of the Flying Pikachu, the Surfing Pikachu. Now this one's pretty interesting, which is Imakuni's Doduo, and it's written as a question mark. Basically this card is named after one of the original artists. And lastly we have Here Comes Team Rocket, which is a card from the Team Rocket set, but it's a non-holo version. The original version of that card would have been a holo, and it was part of the Team Rocket set. So this video is not done because nowadays we have reverse holo versions of all the cards. So we have a reverse holo Caterpie, a Metapod. Fun fact: the Legendary Collection and the Expedition, Aquapolis and Skyridge sets were the first sets to have reverse holos. So we have Weedle, they were part of the E-Reader series, Kakuna, Beedrill, Tangela, Charmander, Charmeleon, and then we have Charizard again, but this time it's the reverse holo. One thing that has really surprised me about this set is how much it's shot up in value. I remember when it first came out, the value did not move for a year. You could get like a booster box for like under $100. Like this set was not expensive to put together at all when it first came out. But then the price just absolutely like took off. Like nowadays, this is like a $1,500, like $2,000 set. Like this is like up there in like the most expensive sets I have, with like the base set 2 and like the Fossil and the Team Rocket. I haven't quite finished the Fossil and Team Rocket sets, but I'm still going to show them anyway because they're just really cool sets. And hey, maybe one of you guys will have a card that I need and be willing to sell. Poliwhirl. We have reverse holo Poliwrath, Seal, Dugong, Staryu, Starmie, Magikarp, Gyarados, Pikachu, Raikou, Magnemite, Magneton, Voltorb. I don't mind like the look of the of like these as reverse holos because they add sort of a bit of flair to the cards, but they're not like incredibly gaudy like some of like the modern full art cards are, like some of the rainbow cards and stuff. They're sort of like, they still have that old school look, and they're still quite tasteful, but it adds like a bit of flair to it. I don't know, I think some of the new cards are almost a little bit over the top in terms of like the artwork, like the rainbow cards and stuff like that. I do definitely like the classic look cards. There's Ghastly, Haunter. The only problem is a lot of the first generation cards, particularly the original base set, are just getting insanely expensive. Like I would love to put together a first generation base set, but they are just incredibly expensive now. I'm glad I did collect like with the original sets. I'm glad I did collect what I did when I did, so I didn't end up having to pay like absolutely like crazy prices. But I'm not saying I'll never get like a first edition base set Charizard, but it's definitely a bucket list card for sure. We have Machoke, Machamp, Onyx, Hitmonchan. We have Clefairy, again the only fairy type card in this whole set. Looking pretty cool in the reverse holo. We have Rattata, Raticate, Farfetch'd, Doduo, Chansey, Porygon, and then we're into the trainer cards. So we have Blastoise Spirit Link, Brock's Grit, Charizard Spirit Link, De-Evolution Spray, Energy Retrieval, Full Heal, Maintenance, Misty's Determination, Pidgeot Spirit Link, Pokédex, Potion, Professor Oak's Hint, Revive, Slowbro Spirit Link, Super Potion, Switch, Venusaur Spirit Link, and lastly we're into the energies. So we have a double colorless energy, a grass energy, a fire energy, water energy, lightning energy, a psychic energy, rock energy or fighting energy, dark energy, metal energy, and lastly we have the fairy energy, and I have the fun of putting all of these back in the folder. So I hope you guys did enjoy that video. It was really cool to show off a complete set. Hopefully there'll be more of these videos to come. The first one seemed to do really well. So let me know in the comments, what do you think of my collection? Maybe send me a link to a video of your collection. I always love checking out other people's videos, other people's collections, and I will see you guys next time.